Hello everybody, Mark Brayer here in the studio again, and welcome back for another episode of Draw with Mark Brayer's Imagination. All right, glad that you tuned in. Today, we're going to continue on with our lessons about easy drawings or easy ways to draw parts of the face. We started with easy eyes, and we'll just go ahead and do that right now. We'll draw a set of easy eyes. Just little eyes like that. With some eyebrows. Then we've got some easy eyes. And then we talked about easy ears. Remember the two little C's? You just need two C's. Outside and inside. And now we're going to talk about easy noses. And there it is, an easy nose. So we just need to finish up our little face here. You can actually do any kind of face you want. Give this guy a big mouth. And there's a little nose right there. So we're going to talk about the nose today. And when you really think about it, and actually your own nose is really shaped kind of like this. You know, you've got a bridge of the nose, which kind of comes down here, and then you've got the nostril areas on this side, and then the nostril on this side, and then the nostril holes here, and then you've basically got a front view of a nose there, and the bridge of the nose goes up to your forehead. And then a side view might look a little like this. Side view of a nose. It's basically a triangle if you look at it like that. And you would have these nostrils right here, right at the bottom. And then you would have your other larger nostril chamber, I guess, there. So this would be kind of a side view of a nose. And I know that sometimes drawing these and drawing noses this way can look complicated and be difficult, especially when you're trying to draw something that sticks out from your face like this and a front view. So I want to show you, if you're drawing cartoon characters, that you can simplify this nose and not have to get too detailed, unless, of course, you're wanting to draw something more realistic. So we can start with, any kind of a shape of a face. We can just kind of do like a teardrop shape like that. Give him some ears, the two little C's. Two little C's there. Give him some eyes. Go do some little eyes here for some easy eyes. And then we can just kind of start right here with a long nose like that. Just like a little eye drop or a little teardrop in a way. Put some eyebrows on there. A little mouth off to the side. A little hair up here maybe. Like that, and then you've got a character. The nose is right there, right below the eyes. Generally, if you're looking at eyes or at the position of a nose, you would look at the face like this. And then you would have your ears, our two little C's. Your ears right there. And then you would have some hair. We'll do some hair up here, a little hair on the side. But you've seen this, you've probably seen this before, how the face is divided like this, and then divided like that. That kind of gives you the center of the face. And it generally tells you where your eyes go. Your eyes are sort of positioned right there at the top half of your ears. So you would have your eyes right there, like that. In the top half, some eyebrows. We'll give him a sleepy look this time. And there we've got some eyes right there. And then the nose is generally in this area, between this line and this line here. But when you're drawing a cartoon, you can pretty much do whatever you'd like to do. But you do want to kind of consider where things go on the face so you can generally get it close. This way we might do like a fat nose like this. Something like that to kind of give us something there. We'll get our eraser here. Little eraser, we'll erase that little line in there. So we've got a little nose, and then the mouth generally comes somewhat in between the nose and the chin. So you might have like a little mouth like that. Just like that. So, and you generally have a face. That gives you the idea of a face. This nose or these eyes or this mouth can be any shape you want them to be. Perhaps if we wanted to do something of a tall face or a long face, do something like that with this kind of a shape, sort of like a pill in a way. Put some ears on the side there. Put the ear on the side, those two C's there. Divide the face. We're putting our eyes right here. So we'll maybe just make a little eye there, make a little eye there. Pupils, eyebrows, and then we might want to try a different type of nose. Maybe a nose kind of like that. That's just almost a backwards 7. You could almost do something like that, just a backwards 7, just like that. Simple little thing, or a backwards L. And then you might have another, like a mouth right down there in that space between the nose and the chin. And he might have some hair up here, so we'll give him some male pattern baldness hair just on the side of his head. A couple little hairs up here. But there you go. You're using the same set of rules, same guidelines, putting your eyes right there with the ears, putting the nose right there in between this line and the mouth. But again, this nose could be, we could come here and we could erase this nose right here, and we could do a very small little nose like that. And that changes the face. Just little changes like that. Little adjustments can just change the face into any character you want it to be. And the side views, you want to kind of think of the side view because all our characters do have fronts and side views. We might be looking at something like this for a side view. This character's got the pill-shaped head, so his ears would be roughly in that area. His hair sort of right here. And his nose would be right there. And his eyes would be at the top of the ears, which would be a little bit squished because we're looking at the side view. And then his mouth would be down here. And put that inside of that ear there. Put his head, put his neck right there. Shoulders. And a couple little hairs up there. But that would be generally where you would see this face from the side. Same kind of rules. You're still looking at the eyes being at the tip of the ear, the nose coming down from the eyes, and then the mouth at the bottom. Same kind of rule as the front. You're just turning your character to the side. This character right here, if we were to do him from the side, he might be more like this. And his ears right here. Maybe he's got a nose that sticks out like that. His eyes would be right here. And like that with his eyebrows. And his hair up here. And his mouth right here like that. His neck, he might have a little bit of a fatter neck maybe. like that. If he's leaning over, his chin might stick out a little bit more. Again, you could do anything you wanted with this character. But generally kind of like that. So you're looking at making your nose right below the eyes, between the mouth, as we showed here. I'll move this paper over a little bit. And your noses can be, and you can even add those nostrils on there if you like, on your funny cartoon noses. So say you make a cartoon nose that's like that, you can still add those little nostrils on the side there if you'd like, and it maybe makes a little more personality to your character, like that. Maybe we've got a little mustache going on here. So you can do that. Or you can do a very skinny nose like that. You can do, you can still put your little nostrils on the side. You can do just a circle for a nose. Just something like that. That would be simple. You might have little eyes up here, little eyebrows, a little nose there. Or maybe this one is kind of looking like a dog. So maybe this one's a dog. So we turn him into a dog. There's this little round nose. And there's his little mouth. So there you go. I mean, you've got something just with that nose. That might be a fun exercise for you. Take your note and draw your nose and then draw your character around it. Let's try again here. Let's see. Let's try another nose shape. Maybe we just try a little U shape like that. And then what could we do? We might have an eye like this, maybe a little half closed eyes like that. And there's our little nose that we had. And there's maybe a very bland expression. And maybe he's got a little face like that. He's got a little ears. Circle, ears. Little C and a C. And maybe he's got a like that, and maybe he's got some hair sticking out like that, and some hair sticking out like that. And maybe he has some very bushy eyebrows. And there you go, just with that simple little line. I mean, all we did is make a little U shape, the bottom half of a circle, or, just a half circle like that. And again, we can do the nostrils with that as well. We can have the U shape, and we can add our little nostrils right on the side. It's almost like, let me do that a little larger for you here so we can see that. If we have our U shape, and put our little nostrils, which is like a backward C and a frontward C, and there is our nose right there with simple little lines and simple little shapes. We're still achieving that basic look and basic structure of the nose, which is made up of three parts: the bridge, the tip, and then the nostrils and the nostril chambers there. And so we can still continue with this basic structure, putting the nostrils at the bottom, the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, and still achieve what we need to do. So we could draw, you could do countless ideas, endless ideas with these noses, easy noses, with your easy eyes and your easy ears And next we'll have to do something with easy mouths, learning how to draw a regular mouth. And you might want to draw a mouth like that with small little laugh lines on the side, or maybe you might like to draw the mouth open like that. So we'll have to work on easy mouths, just using simple lines and easy shapes. So that's the end of our video, and I hope you enjoyed talking about easy noses, and I hope you draw some noses. Just don't draw on your nose. Or maybe you probably shouldn't draw with your nose, but you can draw all kinds of noses on your paper with your pencil and your imagination. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it. I think you would enjoy it. That way you'll get to know when new videos come out, and you can come in and say, a new video. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.